This video is sponsored by Policygenius. More about them later in the video. High income is a superpower. So if you're patient and smart, you can easily convert that superpower into life-transforming, sustainable wealth. However, many squander the superpower away. Too many high-income earners do too many crazy things. Let's not be one of them.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
And hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is Tay from Financial Tortoise, where we learn to grow our wealth slow and steady. The number one crazy thing high-income earners do: they spend it all. They spend all their hard-earned money. On what, you may ask? Anything and everything. A big home, a brand new car, fancy vacations, dinner out at fancy restaurants. Every night. Many high-income earners treat their paycheck like an all-you-can-eat buffet, going for seconds, thirds, and fourth, believing that they have more than enough because they're making so much in income. Or that is what they think, not realizing that they're not immune from basic math. That no matter how high their income, if they spend more than they make, they're still broke. Mike Michalowicz, the author of Profit First, learned this lesson the hard way. Mike shares a story about how once he received a check for $388,000. A result of all the hard work he put into launching a successful company he founded. He thought he had made it. He could now live it up. So he went directly to the car dealership and asked the sales guy for the most expensive Land Rover they had. When his wife looked at him in shock and asked him, "Can we really afford this?" This was how he responded. "Can we afford it? We have more money than God." To this day, he cannot forget his stupidity. And like Mike, too many high-income individuals practice such, if I can be permitted to say, stupid and crazy behaviors. So why the craziness? Why do high-income earners spend their hard-earned money on you-know-what? Why did Mike go out and buy the most expensive Land Rover? Which leads to the next point. The number two crazy thing high-income earners do. They let the high income get to their head. Continuing with Mike's story earlier, the reason why Mike did all the crazy things that he did was because when he started to see the money flow in, he let that get to his head. He thought he was King Midas reinvented. He could do no wrong. He was a money-making genius. Sadly, he realized soon that he was not King Midas reinvented. No, once he spent all his hard-earned money, he realized he was just an ordinary guy. It's interesting. In our society, we tend to associate someone's income with talent and character. Oh wow, she makes $500,000 a year in salary. She is awesome. She is a superwoman. Oh look, he brought in $700,000 in income last year. He is a rock star. Yes, in their specific career field, this individual was financially successful. They made the sale or they hit a certain target milestone. However, this does not make them special. And most importantly, this doesn't make them any more special than anyone else. In my 20+ year career in various industries and companies, I've had the fortune of working with some of the most amazing people in both the private and public sector. People from various countries, different education levels, and socioeconomic background. And let me tell you something. Some of the most amazing and talented people I've worked with didn't command a high income. Actually, far from it. Yes, talent and hard work do play a big part in one's career success and eventually financial income. However, that is just one part of the overall formula. We cannot neglect the other part of the income formula. Where you were born, when you were born, who you were born to, what career field you chose, what industry you entered, and when. Bottom line, no matter how high of an income you may come to command, let's not let it get to our head. Let's stay grounded and let's stay humble. If you're not humble, life will visit humbleness upon you. But before we move on, a word from our video sponsor, Policygenius, the country's leading online insurance marketplace. One of life's biggest transforming events is having kids. Once I became a father, my life completely changed. Life was no longer about me and me alone. I now had real human beings I was responsible for. Therefore, my wife and I got life insurance as soon as the kids were born. We wanted them to be protected regardless of what happened to us. However, finding the right policy can be overwhelming. Well, Policygenius can help. Policygenius helps you easily compare your options by getting quotes from America's top insurers in just a few clicks. And if you need additional help, they have a team of licensed, award-winning agents who will walk you through the process step by step. Yes, some of you might already have life insurance policy through work. However, it may not be enough. Not offering enough protection for your family's need. Additionally, they often don't follow you when you leave your job. With Policygenius, you can find life insurance policies that start at just $292 per year for $1 million of coverage. Some options are 100% online and let you avoid unnecessary medical exams. Also, Policygenius not only simplifies the process of getting you and your family covered, you can also get unbiased advice from a licensed expert support team. Because they don't work for the insurance company, they have no incentive to recommend one insurer over the other. Additionally, Policygenius have thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot from customers who found the best fit for their needs. So check life insurance off your to-do list in no time with Policygenius. Head to policygenius.com/financialtortoise or click the link in the description to get multiple life insurance quotes for free and see how much you could save. Alright, with that said, let's get back to the video. Number 3 crazy thing high income earners do. They confuse high income with high net worth. When you spend all your earnings, on the surface, you can look like you have it all. The big house, the luxury brand new car, the expensive clothes. Thus, you can think you made it. You're now rich because you looked the part. Or the part that you see on TV shows like Selling Sunset and Bling Empire. But the truth is that you could be just one paycheck away from catastrophe. If something happened with your high-paying job, you would struggle to pay your over-leveraged mortgage and your $2,000 car lease payment. True wealth isn't defined by how much one can spend, because let's be frank, with enough credit card debt, anyone can do that. Rather, it is defined by how long you can survive without income. If your income was to suddenly stop today, how long can you maintain your lifestyle? If that is 1 month, you're not doing very well. You're actually broke, or very close to it. If you can last 10 years, now we're talking about true wealth. But many high-income individuals mistakenly believe that they're rich and thus wealthy because they can look the part. Remember, true wealth is built when money is not spent. It is not built by spending to look the part. Number 4 crazy thing high-income earners do. Segueing from the earlier point, many high-income earners show before being. As stated earlier, wealth is built when we don't spend the money we earn. Instead, we save it, invest it, and let it grow. Then we can become truly wealthy, not just look wealthy. However, many high-income earners who are eager to show the world their success approach this in the wrong order. Instead of waiting until they're actually wealthy to buy the nice car, the nice home, and enjoy nice vacations, they start to buy the nice car, the home, and the vacations all on their Visa or MasterCard. They focus on showing first rather than being. But this is a sure way to not become wealthy. Bottom line, don't put the cart before the horse. High income is a superpower and a blessing. It is a powerful weapon. However, when you kill the goose because you want to get to the golden egg sooner, you're eliminating your chance of building true, lasting wealth. Wealth is what you don't spend, which makes it invisible and hard to learn about by observing other people's lives. Spending is contagious. Wealth is mysterious. So why do many high-income earners put the cart before the horse? Why do they show before being? Number 5 crazy thing high-income earners do. They aspire to live like a billionaire. The billionaire lifestyle. How do real billionaires live? Let's take a look at one of them. Jeff Bezos is the CEO and founder of Amazon. And at the time of this video, as the second richest man on earth, right behind Elon Musk, he has a net worth of $205 billion. And to go along with this high profile and high net worth, he's got toys. A lot of them. Jeff Bezos owns 3 private jets, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a $165 million mansion in Beverly Hills, a $96 million 3-level penthouse in New York City, and a $500 million super yacht, considered the tallest sailing yacht in the world. And these are just a few. He's got hundreds more, way too many to list here. Now, despite how crazy these toys may sound, Jeff Bezos has no trouble affording them. He could probably buy many more and it would barely make a dent in his overall net worth. However, while a Lamborghini is a drop in the bucket for Jeff Bezos, for a regular high-income individual, it is way more than a drop. Many people with high salaries aspire to have Bezos-like lifestyle because we mistakenly think that is what rich life looks like. But let's get things straight here. Making $500,000 in annual salary is not in any way the same as the money the uber wealthy billionaires make. The money is not anywhere close to what a superstar founder would make when they take their startup company public. But that doesn't dissuade many from trying. Remember our friend Mike from earlier? Can we afford it? We have more money than God. Bottom line, let's not get confused. No matter how much money we make with our high income, getting to a billionaire status is a whole different level. Maybe some of you might reach it one day. If then, kudos to you. Please don't forget your little friend Tay and invite me to your super yacht if you do. But for the rest of us mortals, a billionaire lifestyle isn't something that we should strive towards. A quick reminder before we move on to the next point. Please make sure to download your free one-page PDF companion guide that goes along with this video. Everything I'm covering here in a simple to digest one-page format. So go to the link I'll have in the description below to grab your free copy. Number 6 crazy thing high-income earners do. The theme of over-the-top aspiration to look uber rich, they over-leverage. When you have a high income, you have no trouble borrowing money. Actually, banks and financial institutions will gladly throw money at you because they see your high income as a safe bet. For specific high income fields such as medicine, there are even some special loan programs called physician mortgage loans. You're just finishing a medical school residency, so you don't have much money, you have low credit score, and pretty bad debt to income ratio because you likely have ridiculous amount in student loans. But banks know that you will have a decently good income in the near future. So they happily offer you a special loan with fewer restrictions than a conventional mortgage. Don't have a paycheck stub because you haven't started work yet? Not a problem. We'll accept a signed employment contract. That is good enough for us. And you go out and buy the biggest house your mortgage allows you to purchase. You know, you need one to go along with your fancy title and high income, right? Besides, if the banks are willing to lend you that amount of money, you must be able to afford it, right? And it just spirals upward from there. Let's add a car loan, rent-to-own furniture, a timeshare in Hawaii, and a boat loan while we're at it. And before you know it, all your hard-earned income is going towards servicing loans versus growing your net worth, making the bank rich at your expense. Now, you might look at this and think, man, why? Why dig yourself into such a hole? Which leads to the next point. Number 7 crazy thing high-income earners do. They only hang out with other high-income individuals. Napoleon Hill said famously, "We become who we hang out with." I'm sure all your high-income friends are great people. They're smart, hardworking, and fun people to hang out with. And because they're great individuals, they push us to become a better version of ourselves. However, just as we need to diversify our investment and our diet, we also need to diversify our social interaction. In order to not get caught up in the groupthink funnel or social validation bubble, it is very important that we at times intentionally get ourselves out of our social circle. Interact with people of different backgrounds, socioeconomic status, and in general, different perspective of the world. Only then can we see things in a broader perspective. What? Not everyone is complaining about paying too much in taxes? Not everyone is upgrading their car every 2 years? Not everyone is doing a new home renovation this summer? You really need to be careful of who you hang out with and who you listen to. They can lead you down the wrong path. Number 8 crazy thing high-income earners do. Because they bring in a high income, many mistakenly think they know money. They confuse high income with financial skill and literacy. I make a decent amount in income, so yes, I know investing, budgeting, and all that money stuff. Not a problem. However, they're two very different things. Making money and keeping money are two very different skills. There are companies who have great products who bring in a lot in revenue. However, because they suck at managing the money coming in, cash flow management, reinvesting, managing costs, they eventually get into trouble. In the same way, don't mistake making a lot of money with knowing about money. There are so many examples of famous individuals who made tens of millions of dollars throughout their career, yet were left with nothing at the end because they didn't learn the skill of managing the money that came in. Mike Tyson, Nicolas Cage, Michael Jackson, Kim Basinger, the list goes on. Number 9 crazy thing high-income earners do. They invest in unnecessarily risky and complex financial products. In the line of thinking they know money, because many high-income individuals are very smart, many tend to look down at simple, boring financial products. Company 401k, simple index fund, term life insurance. So elementary, so boring, so basic.
This food is like basic, you know? Chips are broke ass. We need something more exclusive, more VIP. Like Nobu. Run it on my card.
This is a Metro card.
Run it again!
So many gravitate towards more complex financial products. Sexy financial products, options trading, investing in private startups, syndication deals in multifamily complex. Yes, they come with higher risk, but hey, my high-income friends are telling me with risk comes reward. Who cares if I don't fully understand what I'm actually invested in, or where my money is going? This is what the rich do, right? Invest in things that ordinary people do not. Everyone is investing in their 401k, but I am not everyone. I've made it. I command a higher salary. I know money. But remember our earlier lessons? We're not billionaires. High income does not make us any more special or any more knowledgeable about finances than anyone else, especially if your day job doesn't do anything directly with money and investing. And even then, that doesn't mean you know personal finance well. Some of the most ironic thing I saw while I was in business school were people who went to work in high finance, think investment banking, investment management, had some of the worst personal finance habits. Spending most of what they made, mistakenly believing that high income was all that mattered when it came to building wealth. Number 10 crazy thing high income earners do. They lose perspective. Perspective about what is truly important in our lives. High-income individuals are driven individuals. Unless someone tells them to slow down, many won't. Thus, they have a tendency to push and push. Arianna Huffington is a very successful businesswoman. She co-founded the Huffington Post, as well as founding the Thrive Global, an American company that provides behavioral change technology. She's been on the Times magazine as one of the world's 100 most influential people, and been profiled on Forbes as one of the most powerful women in the world. However, on April 6, 2007, she found herself lying on the floor of her home office in a pool of blood. As a super-driven workaholic, she had collapsed from exhaustion and lack of sleep. She realized at that moment that though she had all the success in traditional measures, money and power, she was not living a successful life. Despite money playing a big role in our lives, money and power is not the ultimate definition of success. Many people may disagree, but I firmly believe in that. At the end of our lives, when we're all sitting on our deathbed, we will not wish we worked more or made more money. No, we'll want to spend those last breaths with people we love and cherish. And that can only be built when we have good perspective in our lives. The willingness to slow down, smell the roses, take in the fresh air, and enjoy the company of those around us. Thank you guys for watching. In the theme of having the right perspective, if you want to know some of the other investments in both life and money that have the biggest ROI, please check out my video here. Until next time, all the best.